Really, Lamb Chop? You don't say. Are you serious? Oh, hey, Timmy's. It's Psychic Bob. I'm just out here hanging out with Lamb Chop. I got a lot of glare back here. It is so good to be back with you. How you doing, Lamb Chop? Yeah, I see you still got on that pendant you stole. Look, he stole a piece of jewelry out of my jewelry case. Well, that's all right. You didn't seem to be enjoying it. Guys, if you weren't here last night, you missed out. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We did the astrology forecast, and Lamb Chop stole some of my jewelry. I'm going to let everybody see who maybe didn't see it last night. He's wearing a pendant. This is actually a piece of jewelry that I bought from the Jean Dixon estate. It was the famous astrologer Jean Dixon. It was one of her pieces of jewelry. And anyways, he decided he wants to wear it's a big zodiac wheel. Isn't that great? Yeah. What? Oh, yeah, I'm wearing jewelry today too. Yes. And today I've got on one of my vintage Aquarius pendants. Both of these pendants date from the 1970s. For those of you around in the 70s or as old as Psychic Bob, you may remember astrology was all the rage and everybody was into zodiac stuff. This is a bronze pendant for Aquarius from the 1970s. On the front, it has Aquarius. It says Aquarius and the glyphs. And that's the water bearer. It's a guy pouring water there. Can you see that? And then on the back side, it's got the sun with the planets in their orbits circling the sun. So it's like the solar system, the glyphs of each zodiac sign. It's all 12 zodiac signs. Cool. And it is heavy. Oh my God, this could be a weapon. You chuck it at somebody. I'm telling you. Anyways, I love stuff from the vintage things. I just think the jewelry back in the 70s was better. And it was big and gaudy and loud. And I just kind of like it. So, Lamb Chop, there we go. We got our jewelry blinging together, huh? All right. Oh my gosh, look at all the people over there. Yeah, I see. Look, there's Baroness Bobs. Hey, Baroness, she's our moderator. There's Sandra D is here. Yay. TV Media Girl is here. Hello. There's Cosmic Chaser is here. Yay. There's Blue Eyes 85 is here. Wonderful. Sandra D is here. Kimmy Osborne is there. Kenna Osborne is here. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have all of you here. Well, welcome. There's Lady Bree and Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe. Oh my gosh, we got everybody here, don't we? Well, it's so fun to have you all here. Well, thank you for joining us for Tuesday. By the way, I should probably introduce myself. I come on there just assuming people know who I am, and I really shouldn't do that because every week we get new people. So, by the way, if you're new here, go ahead and while you're thinking about it, hit that subscribe so you don't forget to do it. Join our channel, My name is Bob Hickman, also known as Psychic Bob. I am a full-time professional psychic medium. I come out of the spiritualist church background, and I'm a medium, a channel. I work with the spirit people. And you've arrived at my channel, which is Spirit Channel. So I'd love to have you here. Hit subscribe. That way you'll get updates. People can tell you here, I work hard. I broadcast 7 days a week. Even on my day off, I take Mondays off usually, but I still come and do YouTube on Mondays because I love it. I love to be with you guys. It's not like work. To be with you guys is my joy, All right, now, Lamb Chop, you better not lose that pendant. It's very valuable. It belonged to Jean Dixon. Do you guys know who Jean Dixon is? Or was, I should say. She passed a few years ago, but she was a world-famous psychic and astrologer. She was really big back in the 60s and 70s, and I followed her. She wrote a national newspaper astrology column. She published some books. She'd go on talk shows and talk about her prophecies. She was also an astrologer, and she did astrology church. Amazing lady. She lived like literally about 10 minutes from where I am. She lived literally downtown. I'm right outside the city limits of DC. And she was like kind of our next door neighbor. Well, not really next door, but pretty close. So anyways, I always loved Jean Dixon. I was a fan of hers. And when she died, I actually got to buy out pieces of her estate. They were selling lots. And I bought a box of her estate, and I had a bunch of jewelry. And I've got this pendant, and I have some of her zodiac crosses, and I have some paintings from her house. I have a number of different things. But I love Jean Dixon. When she died, it's very sad. But like to have a piece of her, like this was her pendant, her necklace. I actually have it. And Lamb Chop, you better guard it, okay? It's very valuable to me. When I die, I'm going to leave all the jewelry to the Smithsonian as part of the American History collection because she was a very famous part of American history. She worked for the White House. She predicted the Kennedy assassination. She was an advisor to Ronald and Nancy Reagan and other presidents. Amazing lady, really nice person too. But anyway, she had to have a piece for jewelry. I think is very historic. Anyways, I'm so glad you guys are here. Listen, lambs, why don't you go sit down? I got to talk to everybody, okay? All right. Oh, okay. Yes, I'll let you have some tea. Hold on. Wants to drink some tea. There you go. That's good, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. Let's put you down there. All right. Now, don't lose that jewelry. It's very valuable. All right. All right. There you go. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad you're here. Well, for those of you who are new here, as I said, I'm Bob Hickman. I'm a full-time psychic. If you're interested in learning more about me or getting on my schedule for a private reading, I do private readings. They're an hour long. Go to my website, PsychicBob.com. Now, today on our show, I'm going to do readings, but you're going to get just a little snippet today. But my private readings are a full hour. Imagine if you had Psychic Bob all to yourself for a full hour, huh? That'd be kind of a lot of information you could get. A lot of you have been wanting to do that. Thank you. I do have a little backlog, but if you want to get on my schedule, call me. We'll get you in soon, okay? Probably within the next 2, maybe 3 weeks. I do have a backlog, but I can get you in within a month. Let's put it that way, okay? You guys rock. Psychic Bob loves you so much, and thank you for all your support. Well, we got to open the channel to the spirit world. So I want everybody to get comfortable. And we're going to just start by closing our eyes. Everybody got to meditate with me, raise the power. We're going to just start by closing our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want everybody to follow their breathing, just gently in and out. And as we follow the breathing, let's try to let go of all the tensions of the day. Just enter into that place of silence and peace within. And as we follow the breathing, I want you to draw your attention now down to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of the chest, I want you to see a little spark of white light, just a little pinpoint of light. And as you watch that light, I want you to see it now in your mind's eye becoming a little brighter and a little larger. And let that light start to expand and grow and form into a glowing cloud of light. It's like a soft glowing cloud. It has a warm sun inside of it, bright and shining. Now we're going to take that cloud of light and we're going to expand it through our whole body from head to toe. First, we're going to do a countdown. We're going to count from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we'll take that light and make it instantly go to our head and all the way to our feet. So our entire body fills with this glowing cloud of light. This is what we call raising the power of spirit, raising the vibration. For that light inside you is your soul energy, and we're going to expand it. All right. Now, if you have trouble visualizing, just imagine warm air or like heat in your body. Either way, it'll work. It'll raise the power. All right, you got your clouds in the middle of your chest. All right, glowing, luminous cloud. All right, we're going to count down now. 3, 2, keep your focus. 1, blink. Woo, power is flowing, glorified. You guys are the best. Thank you for being here. Listen, I have an important message. I have to first go over here to Baroness Colabobs. Baroness, before I could even finish the countdown, I have what's her name? Doris back here. Thank you, Doris. That's some early morning. And Doris is asking me to talk to you here. Doris said, she said, now you tell Baroness, she said, I've done whipped him into shape. That boy is on the straight and narrow. And she is. She's talking the truth. And she said, I'm helping you, she said, to raise your energy. She said, you're going to feel better in the next few days. She said, lightness is coming into your soul. And she said, the spirit people are helping you to see ahead. So she said the next week are going to open some doors of opportunity for you. And she says, you are moving forward with the housing situation. That's straight from Doris. So watch this next week. That's all I can tell you. Blessed be. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. got our first donation tonight. Thank you. By the way, donations of $4.99 and above will get Psychic Bob's special attention. Thank you for in advance. All right, there's Unconditional Love. Hello, Unconditional Love. 25 Eritrean dollars. Thank you. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me from Spirit World regarding the openings in our department and if I should apply for the same or wait? Thanks and blessings. Hold on, Unconditional Love. Let me see how somebody's talking to me. I've got a male voice coming in back here. This is on your father's side. I think this is a grandfather on your father's side. I've got a male back here talking to me. And it's funny, he's literally giving me a thumbs up, and he said, it's time for you to jump forward. He said, I'm going to help you move forward. He said, apply, apply, apply. He said, you're getting promotion. He's talking about the month of December. Like by December, it looks like it's kind of done and comes through. So go ahead and start now. And it looks like in December, you'll get clarity that this is going to happen. May take a little while, but they're saying yes. I also have Doris Stokes coming in back here. And she said, yes, she said, you're ready for growth. And she says, don't be afraid. So she said, things are good. She said, the money's flowing. And she said, you're ready. And your partner too is also about to advance. So both of you are on a fast track. December seems to be the money month for both of you. Start now. You're going to make it. Don't delay. That's from your grandfather and from Doris. Blessings to you both. Thank you. All right, there's Glittery Rainbow, €5. Hello, Glittery. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hold on, Glittery. Let me just walk into your light here. You know, I got to tell you right now, as I'm going forward into your light, I'm hearing Heidi. I can't ignore her because she's literally cranking music here. It sounds like she's playing, I don't know what this is. It's something from the 60s, but I don't know the groups of that era so well. But it's definitely, it's the Birds. She said it's the Birds. Okay, she's playing the Birds. To everything turn. She goes, to everything turn, turn. All right, she's playing the bird song, to every time a season. She said to tell you that you're actually, she said, everything is turning for you. She said, you may not feel the motion, but she said it starts slow and accelerates. She's asking me to tell you, she said, keep focused on the housing. She said, that's the first thing that's turning. So it looks like literally this week, you're going to make a contact with a realty person that's going to start showing you properties. And it looks like within the next week, you're moving or like getting a contract. So this is happening very quickly. And that's from Heidi. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy TGVG. Hold on, TGVG. Got somewhere on my chat here. It's not moving. Okay, there it is. Any messages? Thank you. Hold on, TGVG. Thank you for your support. You know, right now while I'm walking into your light, TGVG, I'm hearing a voice. Hold on. This is Cecil coming. This is your spirit guide, Cecil. Cecil's asking me today. He said, let him know. He said, chin up. He said, things are getting better. And he said, I've been working in the background. Looks like this next 2 weeks are important. There's some television projects that are going to come your way. One of them may be a commercial and another may be connected to a TV series, but I don't know if it's a long-term thing or just a short like project, but it's something TV and the other's television commercial. They're both TV, but one's commercial and one's like a program. And so Cecil's working on opening doors. He said there's another spirit back here. Hold on a second. Archangel Raphael's here. Hold on. Hi, Raphael. Yes. TGVG Raphael, the Archangel Raphael is here. He said that he comes in to strengthen you. He said, you've been giving so much energy. And he's talking about Jenna here. And he said, Jenna is getting stronger. He said, with your prayers, your love, your support. And he said, I come in to restore you as well. So both of you are going to find you're moving into a better place emotionally, mentally, and physically. He's asking me to tell Jenna that she needs to give more time to rest because he said her sleep cycle's off, but he's putting some power for healing. And he said the balance of the body, the balance of mind, balance of spirit. So Raphael and Cecil are sending those over from spirit. Blessings to you, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, said Lady Bree, $5 donation. Thank you, Lady Bree. Good to see you. Hold on, Lady Bree. Doris is already in my ear back here. Doris said, she said, well, of course I'm going to be in your ear. She said, I did write that book, Voices in My Ear. She said, so she's getting my attention. She just handed me a copy, actually, of the book, Voices in My Ear. Bree, you need to get a copy of Doris's book, Voices in my ear. She's bringing it over. Now, when a spirit brings an object, that also means that it may come into your life and somebody's going to give it to you. You'll see it. But see if you can be open to finding a copy of the book Voices in My Ear by Doris Stokes. All right, so she's bringing that over. She said that your clairaudience is going to pick up. She said, we want her to start to hear her guide, Nemue, more. And Nemue just walked in here. Hold on. Nemue, there you are. Yeah. Bree, Nemue said that she's bringing the healing waters of Avalon to you. She said, you've been feeling a little overwhelmed. She said, we're soothing and cooling your brow with the waters of Avalon. So she's helping you, and Doris is helping you. All right. Yes. She's asking me to tell you, she said that the next 2 weeks, there are going to be some more things going around connected to job opportunities. So keep yourself in the circulation where you keep paying attention, watch your emails and phone calls. Something's coming back around. It looks like there may be another interview or like an offer, actually. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. There's TV Media Girl. $5 donation. Thank you, TV Media Girl. Hi, Bob. All you do is much appreciated, not just by me, but for many. Thank you. Thank you so much. Blessings. It's my honor. I'll be solo at work the next 3 days. Do you see any unplanned events or issues? Oh, you know what? I got to just say this straight up, TV Media Girl. The last time you got through it, right? It was a little scary. This time it's going to be even easier. But let me just check. Hold on. Leslie Flint's coming in here. Okay. Leslie Flint's there, and he said, oh, I'm most fascinated with media centers. And he said, I'd like to come hang out with her. So I think you're going to have Leslie there, Leslie Flint, in the office with you during the next few days. So invite him in. He's going to help you. He said, well, if anything goes wrong, he said, I can get you connected to people in a jiffy. He said, I'll be there as a backup. But he said, I'm just there to have fun. I don't see any problems. He doesn't see any problems. I'm not picking problems. This is moving you forward. He said she's being given more trust, and this will benefit her in her next career move. So keep documenting this work you're doing, because you're going to be able to talk about it in future interviews that are coming. So he's with you, but there are no problems. You'll be fine. Blessings. All right. Oh my gosh, there's the North Star. Hello, North Star. €3. Thank you very much. Blessings to you, North Star. Oh, I got to drink some tea here. Soothes the soul, doesn't it? And the body and the mind. All right. North Star, €3. Thank you very much. North Star, right now I'm walking into your light, and I've got a man back here. He gives the name of Frederick. And he said, Frederick Carlson or Carlton. Anyways, he looks like he's dressed in like 1880s, 1890s clothing. He said he was a banker, and he said, I help fund projects. I was an investor. And he said that he's coming in as a guide to you, because he said, I'm helping you to get investors in the work you're doing. So there's some work you're doing, and it may require some people to invest in you. But he says, I'm drawing investors to you to make your financial picture grow and your opportunities grow. He's asked me to talk to you about the next 3 months. He said November, December, and January. So this is kind of a window period where everything's moving. So call on him. He's working with you. His name is Frederick. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. There's Cosmic Chaser. $5 donation. Yay. Thank you, Cosmic Chaser. I like your animation. Fist bump. Listen, Cosmic, I got to tell you, I'm walking into your light right now, and I'm getting literally Pleiadians around you. I feel as if you have some deep soul connection, like literally not just this life, but past lives with star people. And I want you to be in, because I'm literally seeing these giant motherships. Like at night, they're like crossing through your neighborhood. And I feel like it's like they literally stop over where you're sleeping. It's like they know your energy. They're in tune with you. I also pick up another voice here around you. I feel this is a relative here. I want to place the father's side of the family. Sounds like a woman. I think this is a grandmother. Now, if it's a great-grandmother, bear with me. Could be a little off. But I hear a woman say grandmother. She's standing on the father's side of the family here. And this grandmother comes in also I just hear her saying, love to you, love to you. And she said that you crossed her at times, she said, where people have doubted you or you've not felt confident, like you've not been getting support. She's coming in to be a confidence enhancer, to shore you up and say, you can do it. Because she said as we go into the next year, she's talking about some new opportunities for learning and for money. So I don't know if you're going to school or going back to school, but there's some education issues and some work issues. She's coming in to help you get moving forward. So watch January as well. The star people are already going, so start that today. But as you're looking at other stuff, and watch January as well. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, there's Maya all the way from New Zealand. Yeah. Maya, I think you always get the award for being my YouTuber who's the furthest away from me. Because New Zealand's like way, way, we think Australia's or New Zealand's actually even further, isn't it? People always think of Australia as the farthest, but I think New Zealand's further away. So anyways, I love New Zealand. I've been wanting to go there forever. Who knows? I might pop into your country one of these days. Would y'all like Psychic Bob down in New Zealand? Huh? Would anybody come out to a meet and greet if I show up there? Good morning, Bob. Thank you. It's 5:15 a.m. Now you get the award for the most voted. How many people are going to get up at 5 in the morning to watch Psychic Bob? You win the award today. Here in New Zealand, it's 5:15 a.m. here in New Zealand. Is my granddad here today, Bob? Blessings and love. Let's find out. Hold on just a second. Doris, are you there? Can you help me? I'm trying to reach your grandfather. Hold on. I think he's here. I heard a voice. I'm having some trouble here. Hold on. Give me a second. Doris, can you straighten Leslie? Okay. Hold on. Leslie's going to help with this. He has a great ability to raise the vibration on the voices. Leslie Flint, Doris said you can help me because I'm getting a voice, but I can't hear it. Okay, I got him. I hear him. Your grandfather is here. He said, to tell you, he said, well, tell Maya first, he said, that I'm here and I'm fine. And he wants everybody in the family to know he's fine. He said, everybody worries about me, but he goes, I'm fine. He said that he's at peace in the spirit world. And he says, over here, we don't have to sleep. He said, thank you for getting up so early to talk with me. He wants you to know that he has come to visit you. He's talking about your mother as well. And he said, I've been bringing healing to the mother. I think he's talking about your mom. But he said, don't worry, she's going to be fine. He said, she's just had a lot of anxiety. And he said, but she's fine. I'm helping her. So he's asked me to bring that out. Hope that makes some sense to you. He wants you to know also he's helping you. He said, get back on track. There's been some money issues coming up here around you. And he says, I'm going to get that money issue sorted. He said, I never tire here. He said that during the end of his life on earth, he said, I just could hardly walk across the room. And it's like he had shortness of breath here because he's demonstrating his breathing. And he says, I don't have that problem anymore. So he's full of energy. It's funny because he looks like he's about 45 years old. And I think he was older when he crossed. But he seems very young and revitalized today. So he sends his love from spirit. And he says, thank you for getting up for me. He said, gosh, he said, that's a real sweet thing of you to do. And he says, thank you very much. He sends his love from spirit. Blessings to you. Thank you, Maya. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? I love when spirit people come through. I would be lost without my spirit guys. When I was a young psychic, many years ago, 30 years ago, Psychic Bob's old, when I was a young psychic, my teacher said, Bob, let the spirit people do the work. Get out of the way. She said, they know more than you do. Just get out of the way. Because as psychics, we always want to control everything, right? But the secret to psychic work is you've got to let them talk and let them have their way, and then things get done. All right. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy Maribel. $5 donation. Thank you, Maribel. Hi, Bob. How long do you think it will be until H leaves our org? Any insights about this person? Hold on. Let me just step into that light. What's that? Doris just said something. Now, don't take this literal, Maribel. I think, let me just say what Doris says. Doris said they've already left. And I'm telling Doris, no, they're still part of the organization. She said they've mentally checked out. So they're not really following. She said they might show up for a call or check in, but they're not really active. She's asked me, talking about January. She said, you get a new inburst of energy in January in your organization. And she said, this person does not feel in harmony with the new energy. It looks like there's going to be somebody new join your team. And this will prompt H to want to leave. So I want you to think about, who would you replace them with, and start recruiting people. You don't have to kick them out. They'll just be so full of themselves. I'm like, well, why do you need another person? And they're going to go. So just plan for that. But it looks like January. I feel that H, and I agree with Doris here, that he's already gone. Mentally, he's just not connecting. And I think that it's a case of, they want the glory, but they're not willing to do the work. They won't mind showing up to the Golden Globe Awards when you get an Academy Award for your TV show. But, they won't be there the late nights when you're late night filming and working out production issues. So I don't see them being able to stay the course and move forward. So January, they'll move on. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. Oh my gosh, there's Sandra D. Her name is actually Sandra O, but I call her Sandra D just because I like that. All right. Thank you, Sandra. $4.99. Thank you so much. Got a new court date. Let's hope no one's getting sick this time. Anything for me today? Thank you. Hold on. Yes, Leslie Flint's back here talking to me. Yes. Leslie said, he said, this court date will stick. He said, don't worry, it's going to go through for you. I also have Edgar Casey's voice coming in here. Hold on. Edgar Casey's showing me literally a map of the Atlantic. And he said that you had a former life in Atlantis. And he said, when you go to Germany, he said, you're crossing the ocean. And he said, draw from the power of the ancient Atlantean peoples. And he said, when you're in Germany, he said, you'll have a chance also to travel to the water, to like the North Sea, or to the, something like that. But he said, when you're near water, he said, draw from Atlantean energy. He's literally handing me a crystal here. So it's an Atlantean crystal. You might want to get a quartz crystal to wear. Just wear it like, I'm wearing mine, wears a pendant, quartz crystal, because it seems like right now they're working through you to open your psychic gifts with the connections to Atlantis and their psychic power that a lot of them have. The Atlanteans were very psychic. So Edgar Casey's helping you with that. Don't be afraid of the court. Doris just stepped in. She said, tell Sandra, she said, the man has sunk himself. You're already winning. That's from her. Thank you. Blessings to you. All right. Okay. There's Justin Harrison. 5 Canadian dollars. Hey, Justin, good to see you again. Excuse me, my voice is going. Hi, Psychic Bob. Are there any messages from Spirit for me? Thank you and blessings. Hold on, Justin. Let's see who's back here for you. Hold on. This is strange, Justin. I'm hearing ships. These sound like Palladian starships. I think you're getting visits from the star people as well. And Fletcher just corrected me. He said, and the Venusians. Do you know there was actually a colony on Venus at one point? Now, they travel in starships. Venus is not so habitable anymore. But there are still some underground colonies on Venus. There were people, there was a population on Venus at one point. But you're getting a connection with the Venusians here and the Pleiadians. I'd like you to look up, there's a book, it was written by a guy named Adamski, George Adamski, Adamski. A lot of people say he's not real. I think he is real. And he wrote a book in the 50s called Spaceships Have Landed. I want you to get that because he describes the Venusians in great detail. I think that'll give you insight to them. But they're around you. I just hear a voice talking to me. It's a woman speaking to me. She gives the name of Lena, and she says, I am Lena. I'm a Venusian. And she said, I'm going to guide Justin to understanding his place in the universe. So Venusians are helping you understand stuff. I get the sense that the way she's talking is like they want to write through you. So you might end up getting messages, channeling them, writing a book, or doing some type of download with them. but the Venusians particular around you. Blessings to you. Thanks for being here so much. Oh my gosh. All right. There's Baroness Colobos. What about 789? Thank you, Baroness. Good to see you. Baroness asks, will my bus pass get sorted? They're being snotty. Let's see what Doris says. Hold on. Okay. Doris said, yes. She said, provided you appeal it. She said, if you just took your answer they've given you, they won't rescind it. But she said, you've got the right alignments now. She said, a supervisor will approve it. So it does look like it's going to go through. And it looks like next week, she's talking about by Monday, you should hear it. So by next Monday. All right. It's going to drag on, but be patient. It is in the works, she said. All right. Well, we'll see what happens next Monday. Thank you. There's Veteran Hex. That's a cool name. Veteran Hex. Sounds Germanic, kind of. Verum, excuse me. Verum. Verum. Does that mean truth? Verum. Hex. Power of truth. I don't know. I don't speak Latin. 499. Thank you, Verum Hex. Listen, Verum, I got to tell you, right now I'm walking into your light, and I'm literally hearing Merlin. You know, remember the magician? Merlin was part of King Arthur's court. Merlin is around you, and I'm not joking. Merlin was a real person, and he is a spirit guy. He's an ascended one now, but I hear the voice of Merlin coming in. And Merlin is here. He's holding a crystal ball in one hand, and he has looks like a bowl filled with herbs. And I get the sense he's bringing healing herbs to you to strengthen your body. And the crystal is that he's looking into your condition. And I hear him saying, the next year, things go back on course for you, because it looks like the last 3 months, things have been a little erratic and not really clear. And he says from January forward, he said, things are back on track. I get the sense there may be some issues coming up here around a work opportunity, like doing a transfer or some type of reorg in a work area. And I feel January gets that going, and it'll actually be a blessing to you. And so Merlin's here to guide you through that, and just asked me to bring his presence through. And he's strengthening your physical body as well. He's asked me to talk about some weakness in the throat and lungs. So please make sure that you're like clearing your lungs out, you're getting congestion out, because your lungs are a little weak right now. Okay, but he's strengthening. That's why he's brought these herbs. I just heard him say the word mint, and he said it the Latin name minta. So you may want to think about, like, for example, drinking mint tea or adding mint to your diet. It's like that herb seems to be very healing for you, and that comes from Merlin. Thank you so much. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh, there's my buddy, the North Star again. €5. Thank you, North Star. My friend L got himself into some trouble. Not sure if I should help him out or step back this time. Any advice? Thanks. North Star, I say this lovingly. If you try to help him, you're going to get yourself tangled into his problems. L is at a crossroads right now where I pick up around him that he's not paying attention. And the universe is smacking him around a little bit till he wakes up. You can't wake him up. This is something he's going to have to go through on his own. I think for right now, you just need to step back, because I feel like, I don't know how to say it. I just feel like he doesn't want to listen. They say all of your efforts would be in vain. Turn him over to God. You know, sometimes that's all we can do. We just say, God, I give that to you because I can't deal with it. Give it to your higher power. God, Goddess. You know, I don't care who you call upon, but you need to get some higher power. You let the higher power sort of it. You can't fix it. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. There's Glitter Rainbow. Oh, hold on, Glitter. I just lost you. There's 1111. Oh, thank you, Glitter. 11 pounds, 11 pence. Thank you. Thank you. I've come to the conclusion that I best quit the job now for the sake of my health and focus on my healing. I'm unable to live up to the workload. What does Spirit say? Thank you. Doris is coming in back here. Leslie, hold on. I've got two voices going. This is Leslie's words. Leslie said, he said, well, you were about to move, and he said, it's going to be harder to do the move without the employment reference. He said, I would encourage you to wait until after the move. That's his words. And Doris said, she said, I understand. She says, my dear, but you've not, this is her words, not mine. So don't get angry. She said, you have not completed your lessons there. And she said, there are souls who are depending on you. You have more to do. So, I mean, go ahead and do what you need to do, but that's what Spirit says. I just have to say, as I said, she said, you're not done. And she says to quit now, she said, will put you at a disadvantage in another job going forward. So you may run into some financial problems, and you may end up having delay in moving out into a new job. I would say, go ahead. And this is for me. Now, I understand what they're saying, but I have to give my 2 cents too. Sometimes I disagree with Spirit, but I think that they're telling you the truth. But the thing is, I would say I wouldn't quit it until you have another job in hand. If you just quit today and then try to go, I just see delay. Doris just said, yes, it'll be a delay. But she said, if you can stay there, she said, while you apply for other jobs, she said, and then do a transition once you have jobs. Yes, she said it'll be better. And I agree with, so yes, I'm just telling you, don't jump. Stay, work on getting another job, and then you can leave. But if you jump now, you're going to fall into an abyss. Just my words. All right. Thank you. I hope that helps. All right. There's TV Media Girl. 50, what? Is that 50 to hit this? I thought I was misreading. TV Media Girl. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you. She says, thank you for your light. Well, you know, I created Spirit Channel to try to bring some joy to people and do good in the world. I'm glad you're here. Listen, TV Media Girl, I've got a voice already. Leslie Flint is standing back here talking. Yes. He says that Edgar Casey is here. And Edgar Casey's coming. Hold on. Edgar Casey said that he's helping you to move through the obstacle course. His words are, it's a bit of a maze in your job. He said to move forward, but he said you are moving forward. It looks like before this year is up, you are actually in discussions about a transfer to a new position within the agency where you work, not outside, but it's a different department, but it's in that overall organization, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to give away your private information here, but you know what I'm talking about. So you're not actually leaving the whole agency. You're leaving that one area of it. And so that's from Edgar Casey. He says by the end of the year. So it looks like December is a turning point here around you. Thank you. Hold on. I just got a voice coming. I hear your father's back here. He said, let her know daddy is here. He said, daddy, got my attention. I don't think he ever went by daddy, but that's how he's talking to me. He said, yes, he said, I don't think I ever called myself daddy before, but he did that to get my attention. Your dad is here, and he said to let you know, he says, tell my daughter, he said, I know it's been hard for her, but he said, we know the truth of everything that's happening here. And he said, you will be protected and you're moving forward. He said, don't be afraid to make changes. He said, changes are good for you. And he said, we're helping you from heaven. So he's helping you. Timeline? He says December. So it looks like December. They're both saying it. All right. Thank you, TV Media Girl. Thanks for being here. Your support means the world. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, you guys are something else. I'm telling you, just shocked PsychicBob to no end. Hold on a second, guys. I got screen's being shut down here. All right, there's Kenna Osborne, $9.99. Hello, Kenna. Hi, PsychicBob. I was wondering who was trying to get my attention the other night. I was woken up by the TV turning on, saw 222, then saw something fly across the sky outside. Thank you, blessings. You know, Kenna, I have to tell you, don't hate me for this, but the veil right now is thin. I don't think it was anything significant. I think the spirits are crossing everywhere. I've even seen them. I don't think it was a UFO. I think it was actually a spirit just crossing the sky. Number 222 is the spirit world's way of saying you're not alone. All right. Sometimes you think I'm alone, but 2 means partnership. I'm with somebody. You're in your house. That means somebody's with you. 222 also is energy that's around relationships. So if you're wanting to be in a relationship or you're in a relationship, that means there's strength and bonding in relationships. So that's a good sign. None of this looks ominous. And the TV turning on, that was a fluke, because a lot of times when the veil is thin, earth spirits cross through, okay, it just stimulates electrical stuff. So nobody was trying to attack you. Nobody's haunting you. It's just the veil is thin and they cross. I had one time I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm not joking. I was wide awake, even got up, I was standing. And two ladies in like 1700s period clothing floated right across my room, like at the ceiling. I could see their dresses and their face, everything in full detail. And the one girl said to the other, she says, "Oh, we shouldn't have come through this way. He's seen us. He saw us pass." And I did. I saw them. So I'm just telling you that there's spirit activity right in the veil is thin. All right. Anyways, everything's good. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you might want to wear black tourmaline, or hematite's a good one. That'll help balance some of the energy if it's too much for you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh my gosh, there's Terry T. NT $30. What is that? New Zealand? Nigeria? I can't remember NT, but anyways, thank you, Terry. Bob, when and how will I meet my man ready for love? That's a good question. Hold on. Let's see. We're going to ask Doris on that because I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on just a second. I'm live. Thank you. All right. Well, thanks. Okay. All right. Hold on a second, Terry. I'm having some problems here. The person you're going to meet isn't until July, next July. That's all I'm getting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My connection's strained here. I have to come back to you. I apologize. Thank you so much. All right. Sandra Bradley, $5 donation. Thank you, Sandra. Hi, Bob. Any messages from Spirit? Hi, Sandra. Good to see you. Listen, Sandra, I've got a mail coming in here. I want to place this on the father's side of the family. I hear a man, and he says, I'm her dad here. And he said, I'm hanging out with Robert. There's somebody, excuse me, there's something. Sorry, my voice is going. Sorry, guys. This is a rough day for psych. I had a late night last night. Thank you. I can hear you. Yeah, Robert is here with your dad. They said that they're having a great time in spirit world. Robert said, he said, now that I figured out how to get through, he said, I'm going to be bugging her. Robert is going to be like the perpetual big brother annoying you all day long. He's laughing when he says that, but he wants you to know he's fine in the spirit world. He says to tell you, he said, if I had known I was going so soon, he said, I would have taken better care of myself. It looks like in some ways he did some things that kind of contributed to his life shortening. I won't get into all that, but he said, I'm sorry to have brought sorrow into your life when I left so suddenly. He wants everybody to know he's fine in spirit. He says, tell the family I'm fine. I heard your father back here as well, and he said to me, he said, let you know that he wants to help you with that money situation around the house. Looks like there may be an issue of a property investment, like getting another property in 2023. And he said some money's coming to get property. So I hope that makes some sense to you, but I think you're going to be looking at a new home. I don't think you're moving. I think it's more like buying a property as an investment or like a retirement home. But 2023, next year, first quarter, January through March. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. There's Cosmic Chaser, $5 donation. Thank you. Hi, Psychic Bob. Thank you for the reading earlier. Just wanted to test out. Is there anything else I should know about this upcoming month? You know, Cosmic Chaser, I think one of the things you want to focus on is I pick up that you're at a transition point, like on every area of your life. And I think it's like it could become a point where you get overwhelmed and you're like, I'm frozen. I don't know what to do. So what I want you to do is make a list of your goals for the next year. And this week, just choose one. Forget everything else. Let's choose one thing, because I feel like this, like going towards 2023 for you is pretty significant. And I feel like you may get frozen. It's almost like you may get anxiety that just freezes you and then you don't get anything done. So I want you to kind of look at the next year and choose, maybe just start with 5 things. Like, maybe one's get a new job. Maybe another's like, I want to move out of this house. Maybe 3 is like, I want to work on my relationship. And I want you just to choose one for right now. And so for this next month, only focus on one goal. Don't worry these others. You got next year to get all that done. But start that energy flow. That's what I'm picking up around you. I also get around you, I'm picking up a spirit, another spirit guide that's an angelic spirit around you. And I hear the name Raziel or Raphael. It's not Raph, it's Raziel. Raziel is another angel that I pick up around you. I don't know if you've ever done anything with ceremonial magic, but he comes in with kind of a formality, like I see when people do ceremonial magical rituals. So I don't know if you've ever tapped into that, but Raziel's around you, and he does work with like people that do ceremonial magic, so more formal high magic. Anyways, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. All right. All right, there's Sandra D again, $4.99. Thank you, Sandra D. The heat is not working. He is coming to fix it. Did he mess with it, or is it really broken? Thank you. No, it's really broken. But Sandra, I just feel like, you need to bring in a third party to do that. I think that he just loves any excuse to get in your space. I do think the heat's broken, but I think he's very quick to jump on it. And I think you'd have done better just to call a heater and plumbing person, heating, electrical, whatever they call it, you know what I mean, to fix it rather than him. Why would you let him into your energy field? Well, I'm not trying to criticize, but I'm just asking what good can come from that? I know you're going to say, well, he owns the house too and is responsible. He's not there. You're running the house. You should have just done it without him. I just feel like you're just opening yourself up to more harassment. And I do think he'll use the occasion to say something hurtful. So be careful. All right. Blessings to you. All right. There's Baroness Colobos, £4.49. I will be doing a website. Will it be successful, my Baron? Love you. Glorified. Glorified. El Magneto. Inside joke. Yes, it'll be successful. You're at the right place at the right time. Do it. Spirit's calling. All right. Yay, there's Maribel at $5 donation. Thank you, Maribel. Hi, Bob. Any insights on the recent windfall? Should we spend it on marketing or ... Right now, I would save it. I wouldn't blow it because I feel like you're going to want that as investment capital for future projects. I think I'd act like you don't have and stick it away in a bank somewhere if you can. In terms of if you wanted to spend, if you have to spend, maybe there's some reason you have to spend it, because I know how money goes with businesses. I don't think marketing's what you want yet. I think you need to save it, and I would use it more for travel, because I feel like you're going to need to do travel to build some business connections. So that's why I would hold on to it for now. All right. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. So much. All right. Terry T. Hi, Terry T. 30 NTs. I keep seeing 12, 12, 11, 11, 10, 10. What's going on? Spirit oftentimes tries to give us numbers. So like 12, 12 really actually comes down to the number 3, or, well, 6 actually, 2, 4, 6. 6 talks about the energy of humanity. It means honoring your body. 1111 is saying, what do you need to focus on? You need to focus on something right now. Be present in the moment. And 1010 is about following your own soul knowledge. It means you feel like you're going into a void, but yet you still have your power with you. So Spirit's trying to get your attention, to get you moving forward, to trust yourself, to think about your life, and to not be afraid to move forward. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right. There's Glary Rainbow, €5. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't like to delay things, as it only gets worse fast when I don't do it right. Is it all realistic for me to get the workload done? Hold on, I'm listening because Leslie's trying to talk. Leslie said you can do whatever you want, but he said you're going to fall into an abyss. So I wouldn't worry about trying to be better. Just do what you can, because you're not going to be there long anyways. But I don't think you should quit now, and he doesn't either. All right. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, because we are almost at our hour. All right, I got a few spirit shout outs here before we go. Sometimes the spirit world just gives me information to share with people, okay? So my first spirit shout out here is to Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe. Lady Jane, listen, I've got Doris Stokes back here for you, and she's asked me to tell you. She says to let you know, she said you're not walking alone. She said sometimes you feel isolated. And she said, you let her know that old Doris is here. And she said, I lost a child. She said, I know the pain. She said, none of your children are going to die. She said, but you feel as if you're lost and separated and grieving. She said, I'm going to help you find peace. So Doris comes in with a message of peace and emotional healing and balance for you. All right, that's from her. Blessings to you. All right. Oops, hold on. Who else I have a message for here? Somebody's here. Is Gingy, there you are. I thought I saw you. Is Gingy. Listen, I've got a message here for you. There's literally an angel here. It's Archangel Gabriel. And Gabriel's back here asking me to tell you that he's helping you to speak your truth. You're at a place where you've been holding back or biting your tongue, he says. And Gabriel says, he said, tell them to speak their truth. Don't be afraid. He said, you have my blessing and power. So Archangel Gabriel is giving you power. Speak your truth. I get the sense that this is going to be over like the next 2 weeks. You're going to be in some situations where you're like, you know what? I don't know if I should say something or just stay silent. Speak your truth. That's with Gabriel. He's guiding you, okay? So I'll leave that with you, okay? Thank you so very much. All right. There's Trish Jacobs. Hi, Trish. Oh, my God, you just don't know. I was about to give you a message, literally. Gosh, that's so psychic. I was like, oh, I get Trish's, and then I just saw your donation. Anyways, thank you so much for your donation. Hold on. Let me see if I've got anybody back here. Okay. Leslie Flint is here. Hold on. He's trying to bring somebody through. I've got him 2 different voices. I'm getting a grandfather coming in here on your mom's side of the family. This man is really nice. It could be great-grandfather. He seems older than grandfather. But anyways, I'll say grandfather for now. But I've just picked him up. He's on your mom's side of the family. And he said, oh, I came along just to say hi. But he says, the real visitor is here. And I've got a brother coming in here. Steve is here. Hold on. Trish, Steve is here. I got his voice. And he says to tell you, he said, look, do you like my Halloween outfit? And I'm looking at him, and he just looks dressed normal. And he goes, guess what I am? I'm like, I don't know what he is. He's playing a joke with us here. He says, I'm a ghost. He said, I don't have to wear a white sheet. I'm a real ghost. He wants you to know he's laughing. He said, oh my gosh. He said, I love to pick on her. He wants you to know he's fine in the spirit world. He said, tell my sister and tell everybody in the family I'm fine. He said, everything's good for me. And he said, I just wish that I could have stayed longer. He said that he felt like he left without things being resolved. And he said, I caused a lot of trauma when I died. And he said, I should have slowed things down. And he wants you to know that he's fine. But he's loving Halloween. He said, it's so much fun. He goes, the veil is thin. He said, I've been able to come over and see people. He's been trying to talk to you at night in your sleep. And he said, I have looked in on her and tried to, he said, rustle her pillow. Like he's trying to literally shake your bed or wake you up to talk to you. He just says, I've been around stirring up everybody's beds. So if you got any family members saying, I felt his presence in the room, that's where it's coming from. It's him. So he just sends his love over, and he loves joking. He said, I got you good on the ghost joke. So that's from him. He sends love from spirit. Thank you, Trish. Oh my gosh, guys, listen, we are at our hour. Second up is a full day. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm going to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Sorry, my voice is having some problems, but it's been a late night and an early morning. But I'm glad you're here. And I thank you for being part of this. Listen, be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're going to have Wiccan Wednesday. We're going to do a live Wiccan Wednesday. We're going to talk about witchcraft stuff, magical things, all that. Just be here. We'll have some fun stuff for you. I love you guys. You guys rock it. Listen, if you haven't done so, please give me thumbs up on this video. Like it, favorite it, share with your friends, pass it. You have my permission. Post it on your website. Put it on Facebook. I don't care. Get my word out there. Get the word out there about our work we do here. You guys are rocking. I love all of you. Thank you for being here. And listen, if you didn't see last night's show, please do yourself a favor and go get it. All right? Go get the astrology forecast. It's in the queue right before this video. It's Monday. It's from Monday night called Psychic Bob's Astrology. You don't want to miss that. I give all the major transits for the week and individual horoscopes for each sign. So everybody watches that does get a reading. And so please check it out. Thank you to all of you who've been here for this. Listen, also, don't forget to visit my website, PsychicBob.com. You can register for classes over there this Saturday. We have psychic development class. We're going to do a class on spirit portals. I hope you'll come join us. You guys rock. I love you. Blessed be to all of you. We'll see you tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Hope to see you then. Blessed be.